Did you know that an entire army made out of clay still stands guard over the tomb of one of China's greatest emperors? Welcome to my channel. Today, we are traveling to the ancient capital of Xi'an to explore the life and death of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China. The year is 200 BC. After decades of warfare, the seven kingdoms of China have finally been united under one ruler. To celebrate his victory, Qin Shi Huang decides to hold a funeral for his deceased father, who was the king of one of the smaller states. It's a small ceremony with only around 100 attendees, but it's the first of its kind in Chinese history. For the first time, a ruler is being buried with an elite military guard to protect him in the afterlife. These guards are not made of stone or metal, but something far more unique: terracotta. The result is so impressive that over 1,000 of these life-sized clay soldiers have been unearthed, making this the largest collection of ancient sculptures in existence. And each one is slightly different from the others, just like real people. They even had different ranks and were even paid differently. Some were even given noble titles. Over 2,000 years later, they still stand guard over their emperor's tomb, silently protecting one of the most important figures in Chinese history. After conquering the other six kingdoms, Qin Shi Huang declared himself the first emperor of China and changed his name to Yingzheng. He then set about the task of uniting the country under one set of laws. In order to do this, he established a new capital at Xi'an and set about standardizing everything, including weights and measures, currency, and even writing. His reforms were so sweeping that many of his subjects considered him a tyrant. But despite the fact that he was a brutal dictator, the people of China were proud to call themselves part of the mighty Qin dynasty. But all good things must come to an end, and after Qin Shi Huang's death, the dynasty he had worked so hard to create fell apart. His empire was split between his wife and 6 sons, and within a century, all of China would fall under the control of one of his grandsons. The discovery of the Terracotta Army was completely by accident. In 1974, while digging a well, some farmers in Xi'an stumbled upon the largest and best-preserved ancient sculpture garden in the world. Since then, the site has grown to include over 2,000 figures, including warriors, horses, and even an entire army camp. And while most of the sculptures are housed in the Shaanxi History Museum in Xi'an, a few have been put on display in other cities throughout China. If you want to see the Terracotta Army for yourself, I recommend going to Xi'an.